Hello, family. It's your girl, Tiffany B, coming through with another Kingdom Talk session. And I hope everyone is off to a blessed, fresh start, starting off this new year of 2025. I hope that everyone is accomplishing goals and setting new goals and setting higher standards to be great. And so I'm not going to take any more time to get into this message. So today's message is 4 signs that someone is sent from the devil. 4 signs that someone has been sent on assignment to destroy your life, to detour and derail your blessings, to trip you up, to hold you back from things that the Lord wants to do in your life. And us as believers, it's very important for us to be on alert on people that do not serve us, people that do more harm than good, people that just may not be meant to be in this season of your life. Our life is forever changing, and unfortunately some people are meant to be in your life for a season and not necessarily forever. In the perfect world, that would be great, but in reality some people are just meant to be in your life for certain seasons, and you can't take them everywhere that you go. And if you do, you could be severely hindered, your life could be majorly altered, and we have to take that serious. We also have to remember that in this human body, in this human shell, there's a spirit behind the person. And our enemy is never the person itself, but that spirit that rests in that person. And so that's why we must be prayerful and vigilant and always seeking the Lord for counsel and asking for the spirit of discernment. And so the first sign that someone is sent from the devil is they will encourage you to sin. They will encourage you to sin. They will pull you farther away from God. God's word says to do this, and this person is telling you to do that, the complete opposite. That's one for sure way to know that someone is sent from the devil. Now, none of us are perfect. We all have sin, but you have some people that are striving to do what's right, and then you have some people that just don't give a doggone. They just gonna do what they want to do. The ungodly spirits have just taken over totally. No conscience. Don't care about no repercussions. Don't care about their life, and therefore they're not gonna care about yours. And so we have to be watchful of that. I have a Bible verse. It's Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. And it says, be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. So let's say you have a friend or an associate who is a really good person, and you're like, you know what? I don't do everything that they do. So, it's cool. I can chill with that person. It's all good. I'm not into what they're into. They're their own person. I'm my own person. But slowly but surely, if you continue to hang around that person long enough, their habits become your habits. The stuff that you're trying to refrain from and not do, you'll begin to be tempted. And the Bible tells us to flee from sin, not to willingly go towards it. So our flesh is flesh. And it's best for us to just try to stay away from things that we know ain't right. So to avoid situations that are tricky and that are no good for us, it's in our best interest to stay away from people that take us towards sin. Number two, sign number two is, have you ever been around someone and they just seem to drain all of your energy? When you get done dealing with the person, you're just like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? I need a nap. I need to go sit down. I need some quiet space. Like this person just takes up a lot of attention, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. They just require a lot from you. And that's another sign that a person is sent from the devil. You have something called, I guess you would call it like it's like a Luciferian spirit. And so basically Luciferian spirits, what they do is they feed off of your positive energy, and what they try to do is impel their negative energy. and they feed off of it. And before you know it, you're drained. You're completely out of it after it's all said and done. It might not all happen at once. It might come on bit by bit, but that's another sign that someone is sent from the devil. They're never able to replenish anything that they take out of you. Everything is take, take, take. A lot of times they're very selfish, very self-absorbed, very needy. Something is always going wrong. They might always need you to counsel them or give them a good word. It's just total chaos. And, stuff like that, certain people like that, you have to just give them to God, because it's just, give them a prayer and let them go on about their business, because it's nothing that you can do. And you'll end up becoming damaged goods, and you won't be any good for yourself, and therefore you'll be no good for nobody else. So we have to be aware of energy vampires, the people that suck out and just drain all of your energy. That's a big sign that they're sent from the devil. So I have a scripture. It's Psalms chapter 1, verses 1 through 6. And I'm sorry, it's a little long, but it's the word, so just bear with me. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So if you continue to be in the counsel of the ungodly, you ain't gonna be no good. You're gonna perish right along with them. You just can't. You have to leave people in their rightful place, and it's serious business, guys. Okay, so number 3, another sign that someone is sent from the devil is they give you fear and anxiety. Have you ever been around someone and your stomach just starts knotting up, and sometimes you just might feel sick? You might get a headache just thinking about what they're going to bring before you today. You just don't want to be bothered. They give you fear. That's not from God. That's no good. Um, a lot of these people, they bring up negativity. They like drama. They like to argue. They're all discombobulated, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? You just dread to even see this person, because you know it's gonna be some stuff. That's not from God. The Lord is not the author of confusion. He is not the author of discord. He is not the author of dysfunction. He is not the author of negativity. He is not the author of fear. And anytime a person gives you fear and anxiety, that is a key sign that is not of God. And you need to take care of that, because if you don't, it will have repercussions. We have 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, and it says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind." There you go. So if a person is giving you the spirit of fear, that's not of God. And you definitely have to pray and seek God's face about that. And then number 4, the last and final sign that someone is sent from the devil is a lot of bad stuff just start happening. Your life might have been fine before they came along, or decent, because we all have ups and downs. We all have things that happen to us that are unfortunate. That's just the world that we live in today, because we have bad and good. But have you ever had somebody just come around, and then it's just like all hell breaks loose? Stuff start going wrong. People start, getting into it. A lot of just problems, man. That's a sign that someone is sent from the devil. Um, a lot of times the Lord will allow bad things to happen to make you uncomfortable, to make you move away from that. because he wants you to get up and get going. So a lot of times the Lord will allow the bad things to start happening so you can get the memo to get the heck on. Okay. So that's the last sign. If a lot of bad things just start happening, just weird stuff, or if it's just constant bad after bad after bad after bad, you gotta check that out. If it's a lot of bad stuff happening in your own life and it's back to back to back to back, you gotta check that out. Sometimes it's some things that we got going on, people we got in our life that we shouldn't, different generational curses, different altars that need to be broken. Maybe it's something that we might have going on and we have to check that thing out. But if you got just a lot of bad stuff going on, a lot of signs, that is a sign that the devil is at work, and we have to figure out what's going on, and we got to cancel that. So if there's a person that you have brought into your life and it's just a lot of havoc and a lot of weird stuff, a lot of things that are just crazy, you need to get rid of that person, because more than likely the devil is using them to derail and disturb you. And so that's the lesson for today, guys. I hope everyone is doing blessed and well. If you could subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. If you could like the video, share the video, that would be, I would appreciate that so much. Also, prayers up to the people in California that are dealing with those devastating fires and everything like that. My prayers go out to each and every one of you. My uncle is out there, and I'm praying for you too, Unc. And I love you. But yeah, God bless everyone. Until next time, family. Bye.